and then we'll see. Finish drawing the squares.
Okay, how many of you had no problems with that?
That was easy.
Okay, raise your hand
That was easy.
if you were able to complete the squares. Okay, I'm looking. Okay, awesome job. Number 2. Henry.
To read it?
Yeah, read it.
Emily started drawing.
No, number 2.
Oh.
There we go.
Number 2. How many rows of squares are there? How many squares are in each row?
How many rows of squares are there?
Me?
No.
Squares? How many squares?
How many rows?
How many rows? 3.
Correct. How many squares are in each row?
4.
4. Right. Okay. Number 3. Betty.
How many squares are there in all? 12? What?
12. How did you find that?
I counted all the squares.
You counted all the squares. Is there a different way we could do it, Henry?
4 divided by 3
4
times
times 3. Right. Good job. You're not expected to know that, but Henry told me that yesterday, so I just thought I'd go back to him. Okay. Number 4. Who wants to take number 4? Melissa.
Amelia started drawing same size squares in rectangle D. How many squares will there be altogether when she finishes? Tell her how you know.
Okay, what'd you get? She started drawing the squares. Did you finish the squares, Melissa?
Yeah.
Okay. So how many squares will there be when she finishes?
20.
20. And how did you know that?
Because I drew them in.
Because you drew them in and then you counted them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how many did it a different way? What'd you do, Ben?
I just did 4 times 5.
4 times 5, right? Because there are how many rows?
4.
And how many are in each row?
5.
Awesome. Eloise, did you do it a different way?
No, I'm multiplying.
No, the same. Okay, Elizabeth?
I estimated it when I drew them.
Oh, you estimated. I love that. You guys are using like tons of awesome math terminology. Okay. Number 5, next, flip your page over. Number 5. Draw lines to show how to fill the rectangle with 2 different size squares. Yeah, you connect the dots. Okay. So you filled it in with 2 different size squares. So one, you would use the dots closer together, right? More like maybe a centimeter. And then the other, did you make your squares wider?
Yeah.
All equal size,
Yeah.
right? No overlapping, no gaps.
Yeah.
Okay, good job. I see, good job. Good job. Okay, good. All right, you guys are good at following directions. Okay, number 6. Nolan, do you want to take number 6 for me?
Look at square A. How many of these squares does it take to cover the rectangle? 12.
12, right. And how did you know that?
I counted
You counted the squares, the
by
units. Okay.
2s.
Oh, by 2s. You skip counted. Awesome. Okay. And because there's 2 rows. Okay, and then number 7, Elizabeth?
Look at square B. How many of these squares does it take to cover the rectangle? 6.
6.
I
Okay,
did
look at square B.
500.
Look at square B. See it there? Okay. See how big that is?
Yes. Huge.
Okay. So that's what they wanted you to do over here. Okay? Got it? Right here. They wanted you to do this. Okay. So if you redo that, can you tell me how many squares you have now, Elizabeth?
2.
If you use that, look at that square. Do you want to look at Nolan's to help you? 3, right. Okay, so the difference would be the smaller square is a centimeter, the larger square is an inch, okay? Okay, number 8, Eloise, explain why your answers to problems 6 and 7 are not the same.
They're not the same because the squares you plug in with are not the same size.
Right, the squares are not the same size, so your answers cannot be the same, right? Remember yesterday when I said if I order a rug in centimeters versus feet, I might be getting a rug for my doll house and not for my real house? That'd be a big mistake, right? Okay, number 9, show how to cover the shape with squares of the same size. Use the fewest squares that you can. How many squares did you use?
4.
Are those squares?
Oh, no.
Those are rectangles.
2.
Okay, so this is too wide. See how those are too wide? Those are 3 wide. And 3 wide. So you want to make them even. So they have to be 2 and 2.
Betty, put your ruler in your cubby, please.
Did anybody get a different answer? Marie, what did you get? 6. Because remember, a square unit has to have all sides what? Equal. Okay?
Oh,
That's the key. So if I do 3 sides long and 2 sides wide, that would not be a square unit, right? That would be a rectangle unit. So just be careful about how you approach the problems, okay? Very good. You guys are doing awesome. Okay, let's review some vocabulary from yesterday. Who can tell me what area is? Betty.
area is the amount of squares there.
Where do you want to take this video?
Okay, area is, what do you want to add to that?
It's how many square units are in like a square.
How many square units are in a, or an object,
Yeah.
right?
Object or anything.
Okay, and what does the area do?
I can say the
Starts with a C. It
Henry, can you look at Mrs.
covers, right, Elizabeth, good job. Okay, so area is the amount of spaces something covers, okay? What would be the area of your desk? It would be all of this, right? What's the perimeter of your desk? Show me.
around like this.
Correct. Okay, good job. So we know the difference between area and perimeter, right? Raise your hand if you're still unclear. Okay, what is the difference between a unit and a square unit? We talked about this yesterday. Ben.
A unit is like I don't really know how to explain.
Do you remember when I said a paperclip yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay, so what would a paperclip be? Would that be a square unit? No, what would that be? Let's just pretend that's a paperclip.
Be a unit.
That would be a unit, right? Give me something else we could use as a unit. Something that is used to measure, right?
A pen.
A pen. Okay. Oh, a pin. Like a pin? Okay. Or a pen. Right. Okay. Anything else? Elizabeth? A ruler. You could use a ruler, right? Okay. Now, what is a square unit? Are these square units? And why are they not? Because they're not a square, right? And what is a square?
A square is a shape that has the same size.
Yes, it's equal on all sides, okay? We're going to talk about that today, okay? So it's equal on all sides. Can square units be different sizes?
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. So they could be like centimeters, feet, miles. Okay, you can have square miles, right?
Square miles.
You could. Square, you could have acres. There's lots of different things that you could measure in. Okay? All right. right, I want you guys to, do you have rulers available right away?
Yeah.
Awesome.
They should not be in your desk,
Okay.
Betty. They should be in your cubby.
Okay, so table leaders or
Table, yeah.
table captain, can you grab rulers?
Wait, do you have anybody in your group?
We're missing Chloe now. Julia, do you have
How about everybody just gets
this time? Well, you have mine. I like mine.
Oh, you have mine too.
I'm just gonna steal it. You guys put it in your shoes.
Who does not have a ruler yet?